Hello. Hi. I almost want to turn this around so you guys can see the water. What do you think? Oh, this hand is giving, right? Okay. Well, lots to talk about, lots to say. The bigger question is like, where do we start? Because there's legitimately a lot to talk about. I kind of want to continue the conversation from yesterday. I feel like it's there's just layers to this because I've talked about it so often before. I want to reference my other videos, but I also want to try to kind of talk it out before I write it out. Sometimes what I do is I watch these back, and then points that I think were good, I basically write more about it. Anyway, okay, so kind of the gist of the point, I was trying to describe the difference between like the urban example, the urban female example versus the traditional WASP example of womanness in America. Now, the reason that I feel the need to describe this is because there's a lot of things that are just so misunderstood, poorly represented, misexplained. It's just, there's levels to it, and it's like so frustrating. Like, here's the first thing. If you haven't listened to Tina Knowles, the Matriarch book, you should go listen to that. Because she explains, there's so many things about like Beyonce, Destiny's Child, interacting with the music industry in general, I didn't know. And she like makes it make a lot of sense. And at no point in the story is it race neutral. The whole book is like completely color coded. Like Beyonce, Tina, her father, they had a very black experience. And so it is very interesting to like hear people on the internet of today kind of talk about whatever they personally believe is like a race neutral experience, and then try to cluster Beyonce into that in some way. It's like, damn, little do y'all know. It's like every outfit, at every turn they told her she was like too black, too ugly, too urban, too poor. It's like she lived in the 3rd ward, that's like the black neighborhood. It's just like every single thing about the experience is just so extra black. And it's just like, I think it's wild to try to just describe this as being like Americana specifically, when there's just such a push and every opportunity to say that like every single thing about her completely Houston experience had nothing to do with America. And then now for them to try to push Americana on this woman who was like, every single thing about her was like non-American. That's the way that they put it. I just think that it's not just funny, it's not just ironic, it's like wild. It's wild. Read the book. There's like every there's a so I actually wrote about this a little bit on my Patreon, but I will maybe put it as the like link in the or as the thumbnail. So if you like, the Survivor music video was inspired by Master P and his like wearing military army fatigue, and no women had worn army fatigue before this, and Miss Tina tells the story of this in the book. And I remember when I was on a dance troupe, we also wore army fatigue, and it was like, it had nothing to do with Master P, it had everything to do with Beyonce. And at this one concert, I think it was like when she's still in Destiny's Child at this point, but so they were performing, and it was at kind of one of their first bigger venues, basically, and her fans, who were a mostly black audience, were so excited to see her that they were like running up to the stage, and she's like holding their hands, and everybody's so pumped. And the security guards got upset at this, and they brought police officers out, stopped the show, and they were like, you know, you're gonna incite a riot. You're gonna incite a riot because like your fans are so wild. They're gonna start a riot. And so they put police officers on the stage with her, and so she still gets up and performs. The whole Destiny's Child, they get up and perform, but she says at the end of the concert, thank you to my people for supporting me. And it was just like, and she's like, the show will go on. And it was just like, it's so fucking wild because so many things right now make so much sense. Like, for instance, her being, and I feel like she's actually been doing this the whole time, like in her whole relationship with Jay-Z, you see how every single moment is like, it's not just like popularized by her, it's like a monumental moment. Like, for instance, Crazy in Love. Go listen to the matriarch, the story in the book, but basically what happens is Beyonce releases her solo debut album, or she's trying to release it, and she has the finished product. She gives it to the, like, this round table of execs at the music studio, I think it was Universal, and they are basically like, it's not done, all of these songs are bad. And she's like, I don't think that's true. So she sent it to Jay-Z, they're friends at the time. He listens to it and he's like, oh, this is fire, this is like so good, this is fire. And then she's like, yeah, I think it needs more. So basically, she flies to New York where he is. They rent out a studio, and the song that was already done, Crazy in Love, she just adds him as a feature on the track, and they release the music video as like a solo project. And then the studio is okay with them releasing the album. But the album was like already good before he was on it. So originally, he wasn't even on Crazy in Love. And if you really think about what Crazy in Love did, Crazy in Love changed everything. It was Beyonce in those blue jeans and the shirt. That was the original Levi's ad. And then she had like Jay-Z, and she's like all over Jay-Z. So it's also giving like black love. It's like just this like oofness, right? That they continue to do in like a bunch of other videos. But that was the first one. Like, go look at it. Like, literally go watch it for all of it is. And then just think about how actually before that, there was nothing else like that before. Like, this was the first time we actually ever saw that. Think about that. Go listen to the chapter in the book and then watch the music video. It like, because I remember at the time there was like 3 models that I knew in real life who I saw on first I saw them on magazines, and then I was just like at a party and they were there too. And so they, like, I met them and I started like following them. These were not big, they weren't huge models or anything, but they were like small models. I think it was like, was it Shelby Coleman? I think that's her name. I don't know if she's even still working now. Like, after she had her baby, like, I don't really know. I wasn't following her anymore. Not the point, though. I followed them, and as soon as Crazy in Love came out, they were all posting, like, denim shorts, like, the white tank top. It changed the fucking summer. It owned the summer! I can't explain it. It was, like, a different phenomenon. Like, it was, I'd never seen anything like it before, and I feel like if you go back and watch the video for yourself, you will know what I'm talking about, because it happened for like everyone. Like, it changed something for all of us. So there's that. And then I want you to like compare that to I can't even remember what was going on in that particular time with Taylor Swift, but like, this is what we're comparing. So it's like Beyonce already in a full-fledged kind of relationship that goes public with Jay-Z. So they're already like a couple. But look at what the mainstream media was pushing back then. It wasn't them. Like, they're also super counterculture. Like, they weren't, I mean, she was like mainstream, I guess, but not like today. Like, it was like I feel like at that time Beyonce might have been like, who's an artist? Not even like, I don't even think she was as popular. Yeah, maybe she's like Tyla today, though. Yeah, like I feel like, well, no, she was probably way bigger than Tyla, because she'd already done like a lot. I don't know, but they keep putting her. I don't even know who else to compare her to. That's what I mean. It's really hard. There's no one out that she wasn't the Beyonce we know today. She was definitely mainstream counterculture, but definitely not like super popular in all white households. I feel like some people knew her name, but not like today. I can't even think, what was the year of that? I think that was like 2002. Like, what was he? I don't even know if Taylor Swift was out there. I can't remember. The point is, she's been doing this for a very long time. And even to go back and to go a little bit further, there's the fact that like that was like, that was not promoted on magazines, on any, it was just like we saw it and we were all super into it because that was our only representation of like pretty black girl doing something in the world. The music was popping. It was like, wow, oh my god, you know, like, and we loved it. But it, like, there was someone else who was like the mainstream, like the Taylor Swift of the time wasn't Beyonce, and they weren't comparable in any way. It was somebody else. So then to go back, what am I trying to say? How does this point back to my last article, or my last point being Kendall and Rihanna have never had a good day at the same time? The point is, like, there's no time in where a black girl is having her moment, and this is comparable in any way to any white girl having a moment. They're so different. Like, we legitimately run in different spaces. And I just think that that is so critical to understand, that if you don't, it's not even, like, it's not apples and oranges. It's, like, not even fruit. You'd have to compare, like, a baby rabbit to, like, a fucking, a rock. Or like a volcano. A baby rabbit to a volcano. Like, those don't have anything to do with, they're very different. They just are so different. I can't, in my words right now, come up with a comparison that would make those two things similar in any way. That is the point. We have to continue this conversation because I want to. So we are at a point right now where we're talking about Beyonce at Dangerously in Love. Now, I've made 2 Beyonce videos, and Kenya has done a really great job. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, you should be. Go watch her video discography of the Beyonce is Wonderful. There's also, oh my god, FD Signifier just did a whole Beyonce catalog. Well, it wasn't a Beyonce catalog. It was more like a Everything is Beyonce video. And all of those bring kind of some references, but I want to point to particular years so that we can actually see, like, I just explained Crazy in Love, right? So Crazy in Love, we've got Jay-Z and Beyonce, this new couple popping onto the scene. They are like a couple in a music video together who are both like vocal artists, right? Who produced this, who created something culturally. It was like cultural content, but it was signified by denim. Like, so she brings denim, she like popularizes denim in white t-shirts back then. Like, she made it the like thing. Like, that was the thing, and she did that kind of alone, just herself. I don't know, I gotta go back to the year that came out. I'm gonna look it up and we'll figure it out and see, like, the counterpart. So that was in black counterculture. What was happening in mainstream culture then? So that we can, like, compare and contrast videos, media, like, let's look at some magazine covers, just so that we can really separate some shit, to try to make it very clear to you guys what I'm saying. Black women and white women, we are not operating in the same ecosphere. So let everyone pick a side. If they pick the other side, there's no sweat there. Like, we kind of have quite a lot going on. Brandy and Monica are coming out with a Boy Is Mine tour, even though they don't have boys, but that's okay. Like, for what it is, the Boy Is Mine has been aflame since I was in kindergarten. So hey, like, I'll take it. I'll take it.